The T20 World Cup just days away. This series wasn't about who won, although that mattered. It was really about what it revealed. Momentum, control, what teams are ready for what's coming next. India wrapped up the series in a high-scoring, batter-dominated played on some extremely flat surfaces. New Zealand showed some flashes, including one dominant win, but could not sustain it across 5 games. And while the T20 series went India's way, New Zealand don't leave empty-handed, securing its historic 2-1 victory in the ODI series earlier. Both teams have a very different set of questions. Let's start with India. Yes, we saw the totals north of 200. We saw the brutal finishing phase. But to me, what stood out the most, that it's not India's ceiling, it's how good their baseline is right now. They weren't swinging wildly, they chose when to attack. Timely boundary bursts, control in the middle overs. Now, of course, complete acceleration at the death. Ishan Kishan's 100 in the final match is a perfect example. Not once was he reckless, wasn't desperate, just calculate. Across the series, India's captain Sky finished as the leading run scorer, but perhaps most importantly, his leadership. Under his captaincy, India's T20 record has been pretty ridiculous. In multiple bilateral series, matches have played more than 3 games. India have only ever lost 1 game. That's against the teams likes of Australia, South Africa, England, now New Zealand. That matters because it says that their team does not panic and it doesn't need everything to go perfect for them to win. Ishan Kishan's play of the match performance does feel significant too. Not because it was flashy, it was because of what it represents. His career has not been linear. From record-breaking innings to being dropped to questions around consistency and focus. This performance, however, did not feel like revenge. It felt like stabilization. Even after the match, he said himself he doesn't feel up to his best yet, hoping it's all going to connect the World Cup. Now, New Zealand. The 4-1 scoreline makes this series look one-sided. It perhaps was, but it doesn't tell the full side of the story either. New Zealand were proactive, aggressive and confident in that game, and they proved they can score fast in subcontinent condition. The problem, it wasn't talent, it was sustainability. Too many times, 1 over leagues for 20 or 25 plus, and against a lineup like India's, that's game. Captain Mitch Santner summed it up best post-series, turning 25 run overs into 14s or 15s, because in modern cricket 230 is chaseable, but only if you control those momentum moments. So what did the series actually tell us? First, India are peaking at the right time. Second, New Zealand are closer than the results suggest, but just searching for that final edge. Third, bowling is not about stopping runs anymore, but controlling the damage. And finally, momentum matters, but adaptability matters more. Australia, South Africa, England, and the other teams in the competition will be watching this series closely, because this is what the World Cup is going to look like. This series was not about dominance or disappointment. It was about information. India looked settled. New Zealand looked informed. With the T20 World Cup set to begin in a matter of days, we'll see which one matters more. Welcome to Inside the Crease.